Oh yeah, we're doing a Halloweenie, a scary-a-thon, a special.
Yes, this week's episode is dedicated to the greatest horror film series ever.
Halloween.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
Friday the 13th.
No.
Leprechaun.
How about some hot chocolate, huh?
Pumpkinhead.
Close. Getting closer.
Let's see. The Puppet Master. I knew it. Yes, the Puppet Master. They're gonna have four.
God damn it, motherfucker! Evil Dead.
Evil Dead sucks.
Oh, you fucker.
Those movies? What are we talking about? I want the new shit, Nick. I want the new shit. I want to talk about
50 Shades of Grey, goddammit.
Oh no, it's coming, isn't it?
Sexy Frankenstein. I want that I Frankenstein. And that Dracula Untold.
Twilight, man. Twilight. Werewolf and vampire love.
That would be the greatest threesome ever. Oh no, foursome with a daughter.
Oh.
In Georgia, they call that a special. But yes.
Okay, enough True Blood jokes.
But yes, we're going to talk about one of the best trilogy and also the remake. Because Nick, you need to still do the fourth episode, huh?
Remake?
Yeah, it's a remake.
Yep.
Jorge Romero doing it?
No.
No.
Okay.
And that lost recording that we did, Nick, that 5-hour one. It's not out
And
there.
lost, I buried it. I know exactly where it is. See, you had it 5 hours down to 2.5.
Oh, you could have just saved it, could you? No, you want to be the Maverick. You want to be the
I did it all in one take.
None of that shit's usable.
Anyway.
But anyways, yes. Now we talk about one of the best trilogy, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, solid squared. And it's a great time for us to be doing this because this month we have Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yes! Oh my god, I sort of forgot about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it at home, but this man's penis just grew like 3 inches, bringing his total up to 6.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, dear God, it's growing bigger!
Fuck you. So, I guess we should start at the beginning with, where? Well, we should start at the beginning, and it was the short film that Sam Raimi did film before Evil Dead. I think it was something called Trees, which did kind of inspire into the whole Evil Dead. And it was about these, pretty much the whole tree of the raping thing or whatever. And, well, yeah, that transpired into Evil Dead. And after that, he came up with Evil Dead. Ooh.
So basically he wrote a movie about trees that rape you. And then he came up with the Evil Dead.
I'll go with yes. Hey, that's far as I remember.
Whatever.
Yeah, sure. So
I don't care.
So yes, the Evil Dead. Let's do a little plot synopsis. Now, 5 teenagers, college students, whatever.
They're all in their 30s when the movies are recorded anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, well, around that or it's around that time.
Bruce Campbell's in his late 50s now, so rough guesstimation.
And they go into this one cabin in the woods. No, not directed. Not directed by Drew Gardner, and also not written by Josh Whedon. No, not that movie. Not that movie at all, Nick.
The one that started it all.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Anyone else think of old horror movies that start in an old spooky cabin in the woods? It's like that. No one's ever thought of that before.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Shut up.
Anything Rob Zombie's done, pretty much.
Well, I mean, that's afterwards.
That's because Rob Zombie lives in a cabin in the woods.
I've seen that cabin. Damn good cabin.
He He's kind of a fucked up filmmaker, but he's a damn good craftsman. Gotta give him that.
Anyways, now let's keep on going with this. And then they go into this cellar where they found this one book, the
Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
The Book of the Dead. Ooh.
There you go.
And they all read from the book of the. Well, was it? Did they read it or was it in the tape?
It was the tape.
Okay, sorry.
They played the tape of Professor Nobi reading the Book of the Dead.
And then the evil spirit just comes out, and then shit happens.
But not right away. Like, yeah, well, that was weird. Let's all go to bed. And then the one girl gets like dragged through a window and taken out and raped by. Wait a second.
And then more bad shit happened. More bad shit happens, and well,
the end.
Well, sort of.
Ash runs away screaming. And this is where the movie, because I never quite got, like some other people, the affiliation between Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. It's like a remake, reboot, sequel.
I will get onto that when we get to Evil Dead 2, because I did find some pretty cool facts with it. But we shall when we get there.
Okay.
But like we talk about like the first, which is the straight up horror.
Oh yeah, it's like gore horror, like bloodsploitation horror.
The best kind of horror.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that movie. I absolutely do. Like, of course, it's not as good as part 2, but like it's still good on its own. Sure, it doesn't have like the best catchphrases, but
it's got Ash's catchphrases, and Ash is Bruce Campbell, and it doesn't matter what he's saying. It's the best catchphrase.
Oh, do you remember anything of his catchphrase he ever said in that whole movie?
Ah!
The best kind, yes!
Perfect!
Spooky! But yeah, like
Oh no, there's another one. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Like, I need your opinion.
I didn't see it.
It's hairball.
Yeah, well, if you stop licking his ass, you might not get so much hair.
But anyhow, like, I guess when I first watched it, I can't remember exactly when, but I was kind of, I guess, expecting more of that, I guess, the second of Evil Dead. But I didn't get that, and I said, you know what? This actually was pretty damn good of a horror film. I actually really did enjoy it when I first watched it. Like, I had, like, some of the cool stuff. Like, some of the effects, well, yeah, it was a product of the time, but it was still good for what it was.
Yeah, it's actually, director Sam Raimi developed the fantastic illusion, the unsteadicam. See, in old filmmaking, Mike knows more about this than I do. You had these steadicams that run along tracks, and they're like really expensive. So what they did is amazing innovation. They took a 2x4, screwed the camera on top of it, and then chased after Bruce Campbell with it. Amazing innovation. And then they put some weird sound effects. Money in the bank.
Well, you also have like the whole like dolly shop too, like with like Touch of Evil, with that whole scene. But get off topic. Yeah, but anyhow, it was a great movie, a very good movie, a spooky movie. Ooh, so
absolutely.
Spook. That apparently scared Stephen King, but let's be honest, Stephen King, he scared anything. But it's good. It's scary. Oh, so scary.
Okay, we'll continue.
King. I have got good authority. He's an asshole.
Well, if you were constantly shitting your pants, you'd be an asshole too.
Hey, meteor shit. That's the best line he ever said in the Creep Show. Meteor shit. But anyways, Evil Dead. Now that laid the foundation of what happened with Evil Dead 2. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's the most curious thing. Like, I saw all the movies out of order. Like, I started with the Army of Darkness, then I saw Evil Dead 2, and I'm like, oh, there's more to this story? There's backstory? Like, oh, great.
Who knew?
And then I saw Army of Darkness and the first Evil Dead at Walmart, like, mine.
And then you're like, what's going on?
And then I watched the first one, like, this is similar to number 2, but
not really.
it's almost the exact... It's kind of the same thing. It starts from the same place, but they go off in two totally different directions. Well, yeah, the whole warp to the past is kind of a totally different direction. But...
Well, see, I can explain that very easily. See, when Sam Raimi was doing like Evil Dead 2, what happened was the fact like he was within like a new like production company, and he didn't have the rights to the first Evil Dead. So he was like, well, you know what? Let's just... Pretty much he just kind of like a redid, but like, it's still number 2. It's just the fact like they just, film like different things and what have you. They couldn't use, the rights to like the first one in order to get you a recap to it.
Well, it doesn't really flow sensibly. Like, this... So, because Ash is a common character in both movies, like... So, when he's in college or whatever, teenager, 70s, he goes off to a cabin with his friends, and then all of them die, and then he does and he finds the same book twice.
Think of it this way. That whole thing is just an abridged version. Just think of it that way.
They're saying don't watch 1, just go to 2.
Oh, no. Like, the first one's absolutely a delight to watch. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, the second one is much better.
Oh.
It's one of those... It is the Terminator 2 of horror films for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that statement. You know what? It's kind of funny. They kind of bring this... I promise I bring this around circle. Because... Man, like gallons of blood. Just blood everywhere. Cutting of limbs. And in one of the best line of the whole movie. Groovy.
Oh, yeah. Let's not only that, but like the special effects are just brilliant in it. They really are. Like the various kinds of deadites that just pop up all over the place, the just gross out gore. It's so visceral. It really touches and offends your sensibilities, but it still engages with you. So you almost feel like part of the insanity of it because it's still affecting you almost as if you were there.
And I gotta say, some of the camera tricks and some of just everything else is like, wow, like, how this motherfucker did it? Like, and also I, again, put more research into this little film. From what I found out, apparently, like, Stephen King little production, like, he had, like, his, I guess he had, like, a friend within a movie, like, company or whatever, like, when he would, after directed, like, a Maximum Overdrive. Apparently, he said, like, apparently he asked, like, the producer, like, hey, man, go and, like, produce like Evil Dead 2. Do it! And that's how they got like some of the money to it.
Shit. Okay, we gotta stop giving Stephen King so much shit. Okay. We have Evil Dead 2 because of him. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen King.
No, I have a lot of great things with it. It's like just the wild, nonsensical directions it goes. Like at first you think that you don't think that Ash is going to be the survivor because he gets possessed and becomes superhuman evil demon Ash, and then he tries to kill the girl, then he gets stabbed and almost killed himself, and she ends up dying. Spoilers.
It's like a 30-year-old movie. I think we can spoil a bit.
Okay.
It's like,
and of course he loses his hand.
It's like with The Empire Strikes Back. Everybody knows that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Okay, well in that case, spoiler warning on tough shit. No, Ash has to hack up his girlfriend with a chainsaw, which he finds so enjoyable. Then that very chainsaw he hacked up his girlfriend with, he ends up cutting his own hand off. Then he attaches that chainsaw to his arm.
Nick, keep talking. I'm pleasuring myself over here. Keep talking.
And they attached a real chainsaw to his arm.
Oh, yes.
He's been quoted as complaining about how uncomfortable it was.
Ooh.
He had this huge fuel line leading down his arm that no one could see, but it was a massive discomfort. But it worked. And he had a functional chainsaw on his hand.
Okay,
you're
really
cleaning up that mess.
I'm clean, no
Mike,
mess.
Mike does not need that on his face.
It feels so good.
But yeah, like I love Evil Dead 2. Like, I love it so much, I have not owned it yet. I know.
Wait, what?
I haven't owned it yet. But I will.
It took me forever to find a copy.
But I will get it someday. I will. And it shall be mine. All hail the king, baby. All hail to the king.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
So yes, now we get into the third movie.
Now, there's kind of a weird cliffhanger sequel bag ending at the end of Evil Dead 2, which is just right out of someone's ass. Who knows? Portal opens up and throws Ash and his truck into the medieval era in Europe for some reason, because he was in somewhere in Vermont. So he goes from Vermont 1970s to what? 1320s medieval Europe. I'm pretty sure it's England, but
It's somewhere around over there.
somewhere around there.
And he got his boomstick with him.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun, a bunch of science textbooks apparently.
and yeah, like I gotta say, it's very comical. Like,
What's that you got on your face? Huh?
the entire tone of the whole movie, like, changes.
Yeah, it goes. It's not even really horror anymore. It has a very slapsticky. It has a very Charlie Chaplin feel to it, and it once again, excellent use of special effects. They do all kinds of amazing stuff. They duplicate Ash and put like a second body on him. They have him duplicate himself into numerous little tiny copies. And then they even do a little throwback to King Kong at some point.
Oh, and also they did a little throwback to like the day the Earth.
Klaatu, Verata, Nicto. Okay.
Well, repeat them.
Yeah, it's got one of those too. It pays a lot of homages to it without actually.
Klaatu, Barada.
Klaatu, Verata.
That would be me. I
Yeah,
said,
just-
no one I can relate to. I can relate to Ash because that would be me. I'm like, Klaatu, Barada. Like, tell me, how did you enjoy it? Well,
It was good. The makeup effects that they did on the actors, some of the best, even today. Like, you see the other, well, basically all they're doing in films is just adding scars and tattoos and stuff. But you look at that and it's like full face, like architecture has been built onto the actors' heads, and it works well.
Yeah, the makeup effects are beautiful. I mean, like the one girl, she just kind of gets like a white down and red lipstick. But overall, like, everything comes out looking brilliant. And they do, just at the end, it's not even at the end, there's a huge army scene where they have an army of skeletons, which is mixed out of skeleton puppets.
bringing back that Ray Harryhausen.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a little bit step above Ray Harryhausen. I like Ray Harryhausen, but it's better.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's a big homage and tribute to it, if you really think about it. Like,
and you have to remember one thing with the Army of Darkness, like, they aren't taking themselves ultra seriously with it. It's in a lot of elements kind of a parody as well. And so they just like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, we'll just do it this way. Because Ash is kind of clearly painted as a character at this point. It's kind of a simpleton.
he's kind of an asshole.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby. That's all.
You know
Kind
what?
of a jackass, but...
You know what?
Such a good jackass. Just the kind of asshole you want to rub.
It's like you, Nick.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
But, yes, in order to combat the Army of Darkness, Ash uses his knowledge and wisdom of the future, which is basically a combination of some high school chemistry and science textbooks and some kung fu techniques I can only assume he learned from watching late night television.
Well, hey, to be absolutely fair, it did work.
It all worked beautifully. He teaches a bunch of medieval peasants how to use kung fu staffs overnight, no less. And they kick ass!
Mike, I need more of your opinions.
I don't know. It's one of those movies where it's a comedy horror film, and it's got some action rolled into it. Basically, it's just straight the dialogue and the humor. It's good. It's one of those things. It's like chocolate cake. It's just like you're eating into chocolate cake when you're watching it, and it's good.
That's a great example, and it still keeps a lot of the gore fest in there too, because you get a lot of good views of some injuries during the battle scene, and on top of that, like, how can you beat the guy that gets thrown into the Deadite well and then is then converted into a blood geyser? Which there is no way there's that much blood in a single human, but he's just like, and they're like, hey, you know what's a good punishment? Let's throw him in there. That couldn't possibly have any negative repercussions. They're all splattered with blood. A couple seconds later, like, just had to wash it. It's kind of like an ickier version of going to a Gallagher concert without having the plastic shield.
Nick, nobody know who Gallagher is. but yeah. Army of Darkness. And, there's a part over here, like, we might end it, but they're at, the Evil Dead property still kind of continuing on.
Evil Dead continued on, actually, there was a comic book series made out of it.
Yes.
On top of that, there were two, I thought, successful video games. Evil Dead, The Fistful of Boomstick, which I played, I own, and I love. It's mostly a puzzle game, but you get to run around with all kinds of weapons, and they really got the whole... they got Ash. They got Bruce Campbell to do the voice of Ash in it, and they had this system where you can do all of his tricks, like the shooting someone, then turning around and pointing the gun at him and finishing him off.
Yeah, so far the only thing Bruce Campbell has ever turned down for the Evil Dead series is the musical. And that's just a live stage show. And the reason he did it, he said it was too physical. There were too many shows that he had to do, and it was a pain in the ass to clean up.
Pretty much.
The
thing is, Bruce Campbell is constantly hounded. Like in an interview about the new series, he said, like, we're going to have to do some more ass shit. Or ash. More ass shit. Ash shit.
More some ass, yeah.
We're going to have to do some more ass shit because these motherfuckers will not get off my ass about being Ash again. That is like the only reason he's doing this again. Just because he wants to like get rid of those letters for a few weeks.
Oh, well, kind of speaking of which, during that, I guess the whole time with also like, the Evil Dead remake and also, with the new series coming along. Now, everybody knows about, Freddy versus Jason. That was like, it's pretty much King Kong versus Godzilla of that whole, like, thing. originally there was a sequel going to be planned, and there was a script ready for it. And guess who was going to be in it?
Okay, tell me.
Michael Myers. I mean, come on. No, Ash was going to be in it.
Oh my god!
Like, seriously, like, they were going to do it. There was a script ready. But I guess everybody, like, I guess I knew, like, yeah, we don't want to do that. I mean, you got to have the rights to it. But it did come preserved into the comics. There is a comic book form with it.
Yet another Ash comic book that came out. I actually heard about that one.
And also, there was a sequel to that.
Really?
Yes.
Hot damn.
And also, well, pretty much Ash, he's been into, like, everywhere in comics. Like, apparently there's a Marvel Zombie versus the Army of Darkness. And my god, it is glorious.
Oh, baby.
And also, Hack and Slash, for those who may not know, Hack and Slash is a comic, well, I don't know if it's still continuing now, but it's a comic book series. It's pretty much, well, it basically...
It's what Hack and Slash implies.
Well, yeah, well, pretty much like, it's pretty much like this chick who's a slasher slayer. And guess what? Her and Bruce Campbell. Her and Ash.
Ooh, baby.
And, between all that time,
Give me some sugar. Come here, Christian.
Give me some sugar, baby.
No! And between all that time and all that goodness, you think, like, somewhere around the line somebody say, we gotta do a remake.
Hold on. There was actually another Evil Dead game too.
Uh-oh.
Evil Dead Resurrection, which I considered mostly just a run around, beat 'em up, mild puzzle.
So,
Nah, I didn't like it that much. The bosses were fairly simple. Nothing to write home about.
so you stopped.
No, but they made another one, so.
So you stopped.
But you get to play as Evil Ash. And then you go around and literally grab Deadites and just smash them and tear them apart. It's pretty badass.
So you stopped the entire thing for that?
Fuck yeah.
No, okay.
It's an entry into the mythos. And both of these are both of the games were storylines that continued the Evil Dead series. And who knows, they may actually remain canon in the new series coming up.
Wow.
What are the chances of that? When does that actually ever happen?
Well, considering Bruce Campbell did the voices and was participant in both the storylines, like, very well into them, there's a good chance. Like, he is producing this new series, so
yeah.
he knows everything inside and out. Who knows? Freddy and Jason versus Ash might be canon too.
Oh my god. I would absolutely love that if they actually did a whole entire season of that. Oh my god.
I don't know if they could get the license, but goddamn. That's pornography, man. That's pornography at that point. Like, talking about fan service,
Dude, that's bukkake. That's fun.
That's it, man.
But yes, give me a second. I can't. Give me a second. Woo. Woo.
Jesus Christ, Mike, you really like that stuff, don't you?
Not just by me, but also by Nick.
Christian, you're the first person I've ever seen make a black man white.
It's all white face.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
So the hell we're talking about? Oh yeah, that remake, The Evil Dead, not Evil Dead, The Evil Dead. But tell me if this sounds kind of familiar. 5 college students go into a cabin of woods, but it's a little bit more difference between this. The brother of the sister goes over there to help her to get her off the drugs. What drugs? We don't know. And well...
So it's an intervention.
Yeah.
It's not just a fuck weekend.
No.
Is there a fuck weekend in it?
Maybe. We may never know.
This motherfucker's teasing me.
But yes. Well, you know how the old goes, Nick. You know how it goes.
They find the recording, they play it.
Yes, and well, shit happens, and I would say of the remakes, they've been kind of going about and blah 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 blah. This one was actually one of the best remakes I absolutely love and enjoy. Like it. Now, be forewarned, this is not like the remake to like Evil Dead 2 would have like both comedy and horror. This is more going back to like the first Evil Dead, which just straight up horror. And all that gore and everything. And some people might be kind of turned off, like oh, like they're doing that, like that little tribute, the kind of homage thing where they pan to the chainsaw, which really that happened within the first and also the second movie, pretty much with the whole like panning of the thing. So it's not that much a tribute or homage; it's more the fact like that happened within the first movie. So in the context of it, it's kind of there, and it kind of keep you guessing who's going to be like the new quote-unquote Ash.
Oh, and it's because it's a newer movie, you're just not going to tell us anything about it.
No.
Spoiler alert off.
Overall, like, it contains that goodness of Evil Dead. Like, you can tell this is Evil Dead. And also it's produced by both Bruce Campbell and also Sam Raimi. So, like, they're kind of involved with this whole thing. But it's fact they say, like, we don't exactly want... We're involved, but we want to kind of step back and let this director do his own thing. And I gotta say, it's really good. It's pretty damn gory. It's still that Evil Dead. And, like, as much I kind of want to spoil, like, well... They did that little stinger at the end, and it's like... It's like that cool stinger, but at the same time, though, it's like, when you think about it, it's like... Well, in the context of... What the fuck even means? But who knows? Even though it's a remake, they might. I'm not quite sure, but because Ash can teleport to wherever the fuck he wants to, they might bring this Evil Dead into, I guess, in whatever universe.
The series, yeah.
Yeah. So we might. I would say it was a really good movie, and people should go watch it.
Well, first off, who here has seen the trailer for the new Ash vs. the Evil Dead?
I haven't yet. I've been wanting to.
I think we should call
My uncle is a shaman.
Bruce Campbell.
When I was a kid, he would say, evil is always waiting in the shadows. And only one man would rise to stand against
Little
him.
bits of bloody flesh stuck to my mind. I will ruin you, reduce you to a puddle where you stand. Once I tear into your torso with my cold dead hand. Blood, sweat, and tears from your wounds start spewing. Fill a water bottle, swallow all your bodily fluid. You were nailed to a wall, full of holes like a dartboard. Still think you're hardcore? Bow to your dark little spot. Axe turns a blue shield red. Severed head in a vice inside of my work shed. Dead heads get brained, and heads get chained. I am nailed, and I violate your remain. You choked and you froze because you got so scared. Toss your body in the cell, I hope you rock down there. Burn up on your feet, screams awful goblins feet. Bleed down, but never mind the end, just bleed.
I'm gonna tell you something I've never told anyone. 30 years ago, my friends and I spent the night at a cabin. We found the Necronomicon morgue, the Book of the Dead. Certain passages were recited. It awoke something in the woods. Something evil. I was the only one to escape. But now, the evil has found me.
First thing I gotta do is see a guy about a book. There must be some spell I can say to endure.
The other first thing I gotta do is some cardio, because my heart is jackhammering like a quarterback on prom night.
Here's the plan. You bust in there, fight through the carnage, let the boomstick do the talking, things get hairy, use your body.
I don't think it's a very good weapon, but when you have a stat like 50 times.
How he's sharpening it for you. Now, come on. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's tango, bitch!
Who the hell are you? I'm your new best friend.
Yo, Granny. Let's go.
I'm not a grief counselor, but if it's any consolation, you're kind of like a young me. That ice ruined your life and you're hot as hell.
You know they were Jewish, right?
I did not. Wish you could have said something before I made that sound cautious. Okay.
So, Bruce Campbell just made both of you little girls women. How do you feel?
Mike is all covered in my cum.
I could care less.
What?
This Campbell ain't man enough for me.
Damn. He shut you down, Nick.
Oh, no, you didn't.
He laid down the law.
Motherfucker, did you not just see that shit?
I'm horribly unimpressed.
You can tell by the way he's talking. He's unimpressed, Nick.
I got it.
So, for everyone who has an opinion that matters,
Hey,
Christian.
He has an opinion. I just
Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's right.
So take that, Nick. Haha.
Look, Mike, I understand you have an opinion. Just you have to understand, it's wrong.
Yeah, because we're always going in the loudest, most arrogant voice in the room.
Exactly! Finally, somebody gets it!
Are all men from the future loud-mouthed braggarts?
Nope. Just me, baby.
That was an awesome trailer, and it looks like it's going to be delivering.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch it. But I know for a fact, like, I'm probably gonna miss it. Damn it. Oh wait, I can sit and record. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to wait for it to come on Netflix eventually.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have it episode by episode.
Gonna binge watch that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ooh.
But I gotta say, I felt it delivered on everything, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it looks like it's got everything that the series has to offer. Like, it's got the blood of the first, the comedy of the second, and just the great interactions and stunt choreography of the third. It's everything we could want.
I'm right now checking to see, and oh, guess what? Well, I don't know if they actually are the show's creators, but Sam Raimi is one of the writers for the show.
And
also Bruce Campbell, well, he's the producer.
I told you, he's the one that said, like, let's get this shit done.
And Sam Raimi is the producer too, with all of his brother. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need.
It looks like it's got a great budget. The cast seems solid.
I love like what I've been seeing so far of those special effects, like some of the creatures. It's like, wow, like I want to watch this now.
I know. I've been waiting for a while for this shit.
I mean, at the same time, though, it's no Daredevil. No Daredevil season 2. But at the same time, that's a very close second. I want to watch it, Nick. It's on Halloween. Halloween.
It's coming and it's delivered. We live in a brand new golden age where, thanks to The Walking Dead, they've proven that Halloween-themed shows can actually last through the rest of the year.
But yeah, I gotta say, it's a great-looking series, and I can't wait. And for all you ghouls and goblins and witches and warlocks and you rapists out there, I mean, whoops!
They're called chronic masturbators.
Hopefully you have a good Halloweenie Scary-a-thon with the part 2 and Electric Boooooogaloo.
If you enjoyed this episode, which I seriously doubt you did, just click down in the box over here, click like, then over in this one, click subscribe, then over in this one, favorite, share, whatever. Well, thanks for listening through another one of our
Random ass tangents.
Louder.
Tangents.
Start it over.
Tangents.
You suck.
Random ass tangents.
And we're glad to have Mike back. He'll be intervening in many of these, telling us just how awful the things we love are.
They're horrible. They're unbelievably horrible.
Till then, people, thank you for listening. Take care and have a good, happy Halloween.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Get on the floor and do the